I'm dreaming of a white wine Christmas. Hi, I'm Larry Baker. That's right, you heard white wine. I am a certified level 2 sommelier and a senior wine and spirit specialist here at ABC Fine Wines and Spirits in beautiful North Miami Beach, Florida. Yes, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white all year long, not just Christmas. In Florida, I don't expect to see any white snow, but I would say from my experience in restaurants or even retail, I would say 95% of the people these days, when asked, the question red or white or rosé or dry rosé or bubbles, they always ask for red, 95%. There's a few Chardonnay drinkers and Pinot Grigio drinkers lingering out there, and maybe a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, but the majority say, I don't want white. I don't want white, and I just want red. But to tell you the truth, if you look at wine like a sommelier does or a European does, the wine is about what you're eating, and I think white wines, if there's more to white wine than Chardonnay or just plain, old run-of-the-mill Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, that white wines generally, because they're higher acid, seem to make a better food pairing for most cheeses. Almost 90% of the cheeses I can think of pair better with white than they do with reds. And I would think that most of the food, maybe New Year's Eve, we're gonna have some lobsters, or the Feast of the Seven Fishes for Italian who do that on Christmas Eve. We're gonna think about red, and Amarones and things like that, which is fine, but I think you should give white wines a chance if you're a food and wine pairing person. There are so many options. For example, on our Shorston certified list, available only in Florida. I love everyone who's been tasting this today from the 2016. Everyone thinks of Côte d'Aron as only red, but there's Côte d'Aron white, like there's Châteauneuf du Pape white. This is the 14th century property that I stayed at, Chateau Gigonon, and this is from the Côte d'Aron white. They're using grapes that are permissible in that area. They're using Claret, Roussanne, Marsanne, a little bit of Viognier, and it's just so well balanced and juicy, and I can see it going with all kinds of Christmas shellfish, or even as a fun wine. Don't drink it ice cold, but really a better pairing probably than most red wines, and even just to have a glass of wine. This is a little bit more refreshing. Even in the winter weather, I would suggest a white wine as a food pairing like this. A Côte d'Aron white for $14.99. You would say, I don't like it, I like Pinot Grigio. Well, why not try something different from Italy, like Greco di Tufo. This is from Tenuta di Pepe. This is down in Campania. This is near Mount Vesuvius, the volcano. Hi to Michele Di Gregorio from Tenuta di Pepe and the national sales manager there. He is producing some great wines. Greco has a lot of minerality to it. It's got a lot of citrus fruits, a little kiwi flavors. It's got a lot going on for it, and that tingling that you'll almost feel like an effervescence coming from the minerality from the volcanic soil. Another great $14.99 bottle of wine selection of Nadia Galati. Speaking of Nadia, and my friend Sisto, who said hello when we talked about his red wine. You think of Sauvignon Blanc, but you don't think about it from Verona, Italy. This is La Cappuccina, as we talked about the Tessari family since 1890. It's called the basaltic. Basaltic isn't the vinegar you put, that's balsamic. This is basaltic, and that is the type of chalky soil that's in that area that gives this Sauvignon Blanc such a nice minerality to the wine that I would, with stone crabs and this, I would tear up the table, and it's really affordable, and don't panic, remember, it's organic. Again, from the Tessari family, hello to Sisto and Elena, happy holidays again, and La Cappuccino hits a home run with this wonderful Sauvignon in a different style from the basaltic soil in Verona. Great wine, great price point. You like Chardonnay and you say you want to do Napa Valley, but why don't treat yourself? It's expensive, but from Burgundy, this Maison Champy at like $51.99, $52 a bottle, is from the town of Puligny-Montrachet. It's got that lushness, that richness that you want, not 15% alcohol. Chardonnay at its finest is, to me, I love this 2016. It's a little young, but I tell you, this would be such an amazing food pairing with so many dishes, or even in a Christmas ham. This would be better than a red wine pairing, something like this. And for those of you who don't like it too dry, If you've never had a Chenin Blanc from the town of Vouvray, this is Chateau Mont Contour. Chateau Mont Contour. It's a demi-sec. Demi-sec is semi-sweet, and this will give you the apricots to peach. And another $14.99 bottle of wine would be great. Even with some sharper, tangier cheeses during the holiday, you need a little sweetness to cut the difference. Not a sweet wine, but a demi-sweet wine. It's a wonderful town in the Loire Valley of France, Vouvray and Chenin Blanc. So these white wines, and that's just the beginning. We've just cut the surface. I think most people just think of Pinot Grigio and Chardonnay, and there's so much more to offer there. You can look up any information on our website for abcfws.com and look up these wines or other white wine categories. They even offer some food pairing suggestions on there, and you can do that, or you can contact me by following my blog at larrythewineguy.net. Just put your email address in there. So, as we go through the holiday seasons, I know everyone's looking, they figure winter, it's time for reds, but wine is not for snobs, it's for everyday people like you and me, and I'm dreaming of a white wine Christmas.